Hello dear students, in this video we will start a new chapter, health organization from your biology book, and so we will start the chapter by discussing the different health bodies in local level to the country level to the international level. Okay, means national level and international level, and of course it is very much meaningful for this time as the world is struggling with the battling against, you can say, against the disease COVID-19, you know. So students, so this chapter you just keep some concept that over the about the health organizations in different field, okay, where they are working. So students, before I starting the chapter, I am saying this chapter there is nothing too much explanation is there. It's basically, if you read the chapter you can easily understand. So very quickly I will end the chapter by a little bit just like storytelling discussion, then I will just end that chapter. If you read the book you can easily understand, and just remember some bodies, keywords, what I will mention during the lecture. Just watch it properly. So students, basically first the term used to come what, health. So health, you know, health is the primary concern, you can say, of all governments of the world. Okay, so health, water, okay, these are the primary concern. A government, when a government used to come, if people used to you know that form a government, their basic need first health, after that water, then electricity. These are the basic things if the people's wants, and the government need to provide, promise the people's used to provide them. By this way, a democratic country, a democracy used to run, you know that. So here the same way, so they strive to take steps individually at national level as well as collectively at the global level. Global level, you know student, Red Cross is there, World Health Organization, where the different countries has arises questions that I will explain later. So here students, common health problem in India. Let's come to India. Here generally, to learn that common health problem, first we come to the different types of the just population distributed in the country. In big cities you can see there is 5 types of habitations in India. First, big cities, they have multi-story building, this kind of things. Then small town, then village, then remote area, then slum dwelling. Okay, you know that the biggest slum in the Asia also, that is present in Mumbai, that is called Dharavi. Okay, so that is the slum, you know, just slum. And health problem, students, basically the health problem generally, most of things used to seen in India is food and water borne, you can say, means not proper maintaining hygiene. Nowadays also we are maintaining washing the hand, but previously Indians are not so much habituated with this much hygiene. Okay, so that's why food and water borne disease are there basically, and which is, you can say, especially diarrhea, gastroenteritis, typhoid, dysentery. Okay, they are very common. And another also insect and airborne disease. Okay, there is also some insect airborne, you can say, malaria, this kind of. Okay, generally cleanliness needed for breeding. And dengue, you can see that dengue spread in Calcutta also. So they need basically the cleaning and all the things. Okay, so there is some extra not in syllabus has written, so for your knowledge you can go there, you can read it. Local bodies, national and international organizations. So you know that local bodies means, you can see, you can say that all cities, town, even larger village have some kind of local body. What local body? You can say that local health office, and small in your area also. Okay, there is the local body look after the health sanitation of the people, which includes municipal corporation, municipalities, town area committee. Okay, and they are the following, they are look after. Okay, sanitation, proper sanitary things, proper sanitation and supply of safe drinking water, vaccinations, you know, polio vaccination is there. So they are the government initiatives. Okay, someone to, you know, after a baby born, some all parents need to take the vaccinations, but some also given by the governments. Okay, So that they are polio, BCG like this. Okay, but through the local primary health bodies in Bengali, you can say Prathamik Shastro Kendro, that is present everywhere, near about your village also it can present. So these are the thing, and they also keep a record. You know that sometimes the government data used to publish that much people has died by this disease in this year. Every year they used to have a data. Okay, and there is some national bodies, all India, several agencies, institutes, and research centers working nowadays. You know, during this COVID-19 pandemic, ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, is the proper body who is maintaining, regulating all the test and all the data they are collecting. They are, and lots of very important institutes are there in the India who used to control all these things. So here also one name has given National Institute of Communicable Disease. Okay, so these kind of establishments are there. And now come to the international bodies, that is one Red Cross, another is who is the more important because it is a body of part of UN, United Nations, UNO, you can say United Nations organizations, one wing of UNO, you can say, because UNO different wings are there. UNSC, United Nations Security Council is there, and United Nations cultural UNESCO is there. All are they are the different wing of UNO, United Nations organization. Similarly, another organization for health purpose, that is United World Health Organization. Okay, the WHO, which is a part, a wing of UNO, you can say. So after later I will discuss about that. Before we will talk about Red Cross. Red Cross basically during the World War and during the war type of situation, that time the peoples who has just the activist of this Red Cross, they used to provide the basic helps. And during a pandemic in an area where suppose a threat used to come, any disease or anything, that in that area Red Cross used to work. Okay, so here if you read, you can see a international agency, the main function Red Cross Society is to perform activities which should prevent or remove human suffering in peacetime as well as at the time of war. Okay, so there you can see during flood, fire, here it has written famine, earthquakes. In these cases also the members of Red Cross, the doctors are of Red Cross used to go in that area, and they will prepare camp. UNO also who also sometimes provide, and Red Cross though is there internet. You can see these kind of organizations in different in Africa nowadays, basically because after the all the, you can say, the most of the countries in Africa, they are suffering from malnutrition and also disease. They don't have the basic medical facilities. In that area Red Cross and this kind of means human activities used to there to provide the peoples of that. They are to not so much well improved like our country or like the first 4-5 countries in the world. Okay, so you can say like that. That's why these wings are established to spread a peace for the entire world, for the entire human beings. Okay, similarly here one World Health Organization, and you must drop the comment who is the secretary of this World Health Organization, Secretary General. Okay, sorry, it is Director General of WHO. You must mention the name Trados, and last you have to mention in the comment. Very interesting name. And these peoples has just on the gunpoint right now as the COVID-19 pandemic, because all most of the countries used to blame this man, that this man has act like a pro-China leader and didn't say the entire world about this pandemic COVID-19. And that's why the China used to spread this virus to the entire world due to the failure of WHO, because if any country, any disease first, anything unidentified, any disease used to spread somehow, which happens in the Wuhan in China, So at first they need to inform WHO, then WHO will inform the other all the countries, because it is a United Nations body. So first WHO will spread, give the concern to the related all the countries, then all the country will ban, provide, put, they will take their necessary steps how to prevent. But here in this case, when the COVID-19 pandemic case first come in China, who leader, that director general used to suppress this news, and that's why this disease quickly spread, and they used to provide the information very later, after 2 or 3 months. If they will provide it at the very early stage, WHO, because all the countries used to depend on who, because they know that if any incident will happen in the world, so any this kind of odd situation will happen related to this, so who they used to depend on who. So I think you can understand the story. So where is the headquarter of WHO? That is important question. That is present in the Geneva, Switzerland, you know. So these types of short question will come, students. And what the activities, you know, to collect and supply information about the occurrence of disease, of epidemic nature. You can see the now, if the epidemic spread throughout the country, then that is the pandemic, you know. Now we are feeling this is very much applicable for nowadays, you can say. Here, to promote support project for research of the disease, who also working help in different country, they have the organizations. In New Delhi also they have a branch, okay, they have 5 bodies. Here you can see that in New Delhi also they are also present. Here 6 regional office, okay, including one in New Delhi. And okay, so here now come to the third point, latest development about use of vaccines, okay. And here fourth point, quarantine measure, to suggest quarantine measure, isolation of patient to prevent spread of disease, then to lay pharmaceutical standard for important drug. So all the these things used to measure by the WHO, which all the countries are member, and all countries used to donate the money for the sake of their countries. They, all the countries used to provide a percentage of their economy, and that money used to help for the research, and all the purpose run in the WHO. So you can understand, so every country is responsible equally, equally, just not equally, they are providing the economic assistance. America used to provide more percentage than the other country. So there is a structure like this, okay. So who is a body is led by the all the countries, 160 or 70 like this, okay. So thank you very much for this, for your time, students, and God bless you all.